Does your sourdough starter look like that? Because mine does, because I forgot to feed it for at least a week. So come with me while we transform and bring this back to life, because there's no way I'm letting it go. I've had it since December, and you can see a little short of what it looks like all bubbly and active here, but we need to rejuvenate it. And now that I've discarded most of it, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put the rest of it in a different container, and we're going to wash and thoroughly clean this one. All right, clean jar, clean lid. Putting back my starter culture into the container. There's like just barely a tablespoon of it. 17 grams. So I feed it 30 grams of whole flour, and then I feed it 30 grams of all-purpose flour and 60 grams of water, which is the ratio that I'm going to continue now until we see a healthy, active, bubbly starter again, which should be 3 to 4 days. Hopefully, it's not too far gone. And I'm just going to stir it. Day 2. This is what we're working with. You can see a little bit of growth. So now that we have our starter fully ready, we're going to start by measuring everything out. So we need 310 grams of water, 200 grams of starter, 400 grams of all-purpose flour, 50 grams of whole wheat flour, and 12 grams of salt. I'll also put all of this in the description box below. Now we need 200 grams of our starter. This is what my starter currently looks like. I fed this yesterday, so it's already been fed. And then just combine everything. And now we mix. Cohesive blob. Now we're gonna let this sit for 15 minutes and then come back to it. Now that it has set for 30 minutes, I mean, it smells nice. Just gonna go ahead and do our first set of stretch and folds. So wet your hands. And then we're gonna stretch and fold, stretch and fold, we're just giving this elasticity. And you want to do that for all 4 corners. So it looks like this. And then we're going to let it set for another 30 minutes. So it's been an hour. This is what the dough looks like. It can hold its own, just nice. We're gonna wet our hands. And then I'm gonna do those 4 folds, stretching as tall as you can and over. All the way from the bottom. And then I'm gonna kind of pull it into a tight ball. See if you can kind of coax it into that tighter formation, like so. We're gonna do our second set of stretch and folds. With wet hands. And you just want to form it into a really tight, cohesive dough like this. And now, I banneton, banette, however you say it, and some rice flour to line it with because it really likes to stick to regular all-purpose flour. And I saw a baker use rice flour and I was like, wait, that's ingenious. So line them, especially if you haven't used it in a while. And now we're going to lightly flour our work surface. Lightly dust the top with a little flour as well. And then we're going to turn it out. We're going to pull, and then you're going to do it this way, and then this way, fold it in, and then kind of do like a chala or a braid, chala. Not sure how you say that. You just want to make sure everything is super tucked in and then roll. So this is what it should look like for the most part. You should try and keep it as taut as you can as well so that the gluten strands have more time to like develop. You can tell it's nice and ready because of how bouncy it is. Like, it springs back very easily. I don't know if you can see that very well on camera. But we're going to put this seam side down into our basket. There it is! There is our sourdough loaf. So, now you're gonna cover this with a towel. Cover this with a tea towel for about 90 minutes. So the bread has been resting, as you can hear the oven. For about an hour and a half. My Dutch oven is in the oven preheated. And now we're gonna flip this out. Such a clean release. It is on the smaller side, but that's okay. Hopefully it puffs up in the oven. If not, I'm gonna do an overnight cold fermentation bulk. So overnight cold bulk fermentation. But for now, I'm just gonna do a cut down the middle, and then a cut on the side, and then a cut on the side. That's after 18 minutes of baking, and we're gonna do another 25. Not bad. It's a little on the darker side, but I honestly don't mind it. Ta-da! This came out beautiful. Let's just take a look at it. It's still very hot. But, I mean, not bad. Feels light. Very hot. Let's let it cool and we'll cut into it. Look at the crumb. For like a 5-hour bulk, that looks great.